Hello everyone. In the geography optional previous year question paper discussion, today we are going to discuss the question number 2 from 2023 question. The question is about paleomagnetism and seafloor spreading. So here I do show you the question. So let us discuss how to answer this question simply. So the question is, evidences from paleomagnetism and seafloor spreading have validated that continents and ocean basins have never been stationary. Elucidate with suitable diagrams. So here we have an advantage that in the question itself, they have asked elucidate with suitable diagrams. So in geography, we used to draw any diagrams if possible. So in the question itself, they have asked with suitable diagrams. So as a 20 mark question, so we have to define the paleomagnetism and seafloor spreading simply in the introduction. The paleomagnetism, we know that Earth has the magnetic field, um, and it has the geographic north and south pole. So this geographic north and south pole is not stationary, it is a moving one. A million years ago, it might have been this is North Pole and this is a South Pole. It might have reversed here. But this is not the stationary one. So when the magma erupts out, the lava comes out, which cools and solidify in the upper layer, and the materials in the deposited due to the lava records the magnetic polarity of the Earth axis, what exists at that time. So for example, it may records north and south pole as like this. So in some other stripe, suppose this stripe has been formed million years ago. So here it may be this is north pole and this is south pole. So these materials might have assumed the magnetic polarity at that time. So this is called paleomagnetism. Seafloor spreading, we know the plates and the abyssal plain here. All continent and ocean basins are moving towards and opposite to each other. So in most of the ocean, the divergence boundaries are located here. In the divergence boundary, the plates moving away from each other. So this is seafloor spreading. Okay. With this small definitions for paleomagnetism and seafloor spreading, we have to explain the evidences for this. So the evidences is when the scientists were researching in the Atlantic Ocean, in the ocean bottom, they discovered that there was long, narrow ridge under the ocean, in the ocean bottom. So there was a ridge, a long, narrow mountain under the ocean. So they were researching about it. And then many active volcanoes were present in the ridges. So they were searching about why such active volcanoes are present in the ridge. They assumed that due to the seafloor spreading, that is due to the divergence of these two plates, the magma erupts out and the active volcanoes were present in the region. So thus they first concluded that the seafloor is spreading. Then they put many evidences for this. So let us discuss the evidences. Uh, when the lava erupts out, they were researching about the materials on either side of the ridges first. So in this, they found a thing that the first evidence is the age of the rocks. So this is the first evidence. The age of the rock nearer to the ridge is very young. And as we move away from the ridge, the age of the rocks were older. So this evidence first they found. So as we move away from the ridge, the age of the rocks increases. The one thing. For example, if it is 1 million years old, it may be 2 million or 3 million or 4 million years old. Like that, the age was increasing. And then they were researching about the magnetic polarity of the materials in the stripe. In a particular stripe, here nearer to the ridge, here it has assumed the magnetic polarity like this, North Pole and South Pole. And in some other place away from the ridge, it has slightly deviated. It has North Pole and it has South Pole, which means that these materials in the stripes have assumed the magnetic polarity at that time. For example, if it is 2 million years old, then the materials have recorded the magnetic polarity of that time. If it is 1 million years old, and if it is 3 million or 4 million years old, for example, I have taken. Okay. And in this stripe, almost the north and south pole has reversed like this. So the magnetic polarity. So this is the second evidence they took. And then the lava erupts out from the ridge, and here the age increases as we move away from the ridge because the new lava material pushes the older material away from the ridge. So the new lava cools down and solidify in this region, and then as we the older materials are pushed away from the ridge. That's why the age of the rocks increases away from the ridge. And then the magnetic polarity is taken as an evidence. Then third evidence is the equidistant rocks. It is not taken as third. Here they found a simple thing as an evidence for spreading. The equidistant rocks have similar magnetic polarity and the age. That is, these two stripes have same. I do mark this with the red color. These two stripes, that is the equidistant rocks, these two stripes have same age and same magnetic polarity. For example, here too, it has assumed north and south pole like this. And then here, the next stripe. So these two equidistant rock, these have the similar age and the similar magnetic polarity. So the equidistant rocks on either side of the ridge here assumed the same magnetic polarity at that time. So the lava erupts and cools and solidify here from this, and the new lava pushes the older lava away from this, and the materials at that time assumes the magnetic polarity of that time. So they said that these are the evidences for the paleomagnetism and seafloor spreading. And finally, they discovered that the convection in the interior, which is responsible for the movement of the plates. For example, if the magmatic material inside the earth moves in this direction, that is the convection occurs here. For example, here the convection converges. Here the convections diverges. So which pushes the plates above it to move in this direction and to move in this direction. So here convergence occur. And here this plate is moved in this direction and divergence occur here. So thus the paleomagnetism and seafloor spreading have validated that continents and ocean basins have never been stationary. It is the moving one, not a stationary one. So these are the major evidences. Thus, through the simple diagram, the narrow ridge, active volcanic eruptions, and the age of the rocks, magnetic polarity, we can present well in the answer sheet. Okay. So thus for 20 marks, it is enough. A diagram, evidences, a simple introduction and definitions about the terms in the questions. So that's all. Thus we can score well in geography. So if you have any doubt, please comment. And if you want answer for any other questions, we can discuss here. I will upload. Please comment those questions. And My number is 900 377 380. Thank you all.